Hi, Change 3. Today's lesson is 9-5 on page 300, and we're looking at measures of central tendency. So that is mean, median, mode, and range. So to start at the top of the page, they're introducing you to or reviewing with you mean. Another word for this is averaging. So if you take the data at the top of the page in the green and white chart, you've got some numbers of sit-ups. And so they want us to find the mean or average of those. To do that, we need to add all of those numbers up. So we take 28 plus 30 plus 30 plus 37 plus 35 plus 40 plus 45. So we're going to add those numbers up. So we've got 5 and 5 is 10, 7 more is 17, and then 8 more is, what did I just say, 25. Wow, okay. 5, carry the 2. 4 and 4 is 8, 3 more is 11, 3 more is 14, 3 more is 17, 3 more is 20, 22, 24. So we get 245. Then we're going to take that total and we're going to divide it by however many numbers there were. There were 7 numbers. And so we're going to divide our total down here by the number of numbers, which is 7. So we've got 2 divided by 7, which is 0. 24 divided by 7, which is 3. That makes 21. Subtract and get 3, bring down our 5. 35 divided by 7 is 5. And that zeroes out. So our mean is 35. The next thing we're going to do is median, and median means you're looking for the middle number. In order to do that, you've got to put your list of data numbers in numerical order from least to greatest. So we're going to take these same numbers here, but we're going to put them in order left to right from least to greatest. So I'm going to take 28, and then 30 happens twice. The next one would be 35, and then 37, and then 40, and then 45. Then to find the middle, we cross off 1 at each end until we get to a middle number. So I'm going to cross off this end and 1 at this end, 1 here and 1 here, 1 at this end, 1 at this end, and our middle number, called our median, happens to be 35. Now, if you get 2 numbers in the middle because you've got an even set of numbers, then you would add those 2 together and divide by 2 to get the average or mean of that, and that will be your median. The next thing we look at is mode. Mode is the number that is used most often, and as you can see, whether you look at this list or at this list, there's only one number that's used twice, and that is the number 30. And so our mode is simply going to be 30. We don't have to write anything out. We can just look back at the list of numbers, whether in your book or on your work like you see here. The last thing we're looking at is range. And for range, we always take the number that is the greatest. In this case, that's 45, minus the number that's the least. And in this case, that's 28. And our list in least to greatest will help us easily find those. So then we just subtract greatest number minus least number. In this case, that's going to give us 17. So there you have, again, how to find your mean. That's averaging, adding them all up and dividing by the number of numbers you had. Median, you list them in order from least to greatest and cross out on each end so you get to a middle number. Mode is the number used most often. That M-O in the beginning reminds me of most. Mode is most often used. And then range is greatest minus the least. And there was our example for range. So on your work for today, you'll work on 1 to 4 over on page 301. And you don't need to worry about using telling about the measure that describes the data set just find mean, median, mode, and range for 1 through 4. You'll do the same on the workbook page. Just do the work of mean, median, mode, and range, and that's workbook page 110. I hope this was helpful. Have a great day, guys.